This is a video to show you the correct way to assemble your bells. So the first thing, you'll notice you have a lot going on in this case. Right? Make sure that this top part is on the top side and the handle for transport is on the bottom. Right, then you find your zippers, unzip it, and very, very carefully open it up. Don't let it fall and drop the snare drum onto the ground, because then you won't have a snare drum of your own to play. Inside, you'll find 3 different metal stands. Alright, the first one, this is going to be used for any of the instruments that you play. It has 3 legs down at the bottom. It has 2 little wing nuts on the sides. It has an opening up here where you're going to stick the top parts of the stands. Okay, so going to make sure that this wing nut is nice and loose. You're going to open up the stand like that. Then tighten it, make sure it stays in place. Now make sure that this wing nut on the top is nice and loose as well. Now you want to grab the stand that has 4 little legs to it. 2 of them should be shorter, 2 of them should be longer. Right, you want the one with 4 of the little black legs to it. Make sure that this wing nut is loose, and then pull these up and open it up like that. Now when you are looking at the bell stand, you want the longer side to be on the left. Okay, longer left. You put it on like that, and we'll adjust the height later, so don't worry about that. Just tighten the wing nut on the stand, the top wing nut on the bottom part of the stand, so that this doesn't move, and then you can slightly tighten the wing nut right here. Don't tighten it too much, because we'll need to adjust it a little bit. Now remember, the longer legs should be on the left. Okay? So from your perspective, it should look like that. You should have a long and a short on the top, and a long and a short on the bottom. You can put the 3rd stand away, we're not going to be using that at the moment. Then if you open up the bottom, you'll see your bells. Right? Carefully grab them on the frame, preferably on the sides, like this. And then if you look at the bottom, you'll see there's a hole. And if you look at the top part of the bell stand, you'll see there's this that matches that hole. You want to line it up so that screw goes into that hole. There you go. Now remember when I was saying that you shouldn't tighten that wing nut all the way because we'll need to make some adjustments? Now is when we make those adjustments. So you want to push it up so that the bells don't wobble. Okay, this is, if it's too loose it can wobble. Push it up so that the bells are stable. And now you want to tighten that wing nut again, all the way. Now the bells are in place. They're not going anywhere. So the longer bells are on the left. Come over here and look at it from my perspective. The longer bells are on the left and the shorter bells are on the right. Now when you want to take apart the bells, you're going to do exactly the same thing you just did, but in reverse. So you're going to grab the bells on the sides of the frame, like that. You're going to put the longer end towards the bottom, shorter end towards the top. And you can cover that up. Loosen this up. Head kindergartner's looking at me through the window. Let that fall. Then loosen up this wing nut right here. That's the top wing nut to the bottom part of the stand. And then you can pull out this top part of the stand. And that goes back into this part of your case. And then you can loosen up this bottom part, pull these legs up, just like that, and put that back into the case. And all you do is close it back up like that, and zip it up. Now it's best to make sure that your zippers are on the side or in the middle, just in case the zipper goes faulty and comes unzipped, then nothing will come falling out down at the bottom. And there you go, you've assembled your bell kit.